This video I will be taking a look at items demonstrated in QuickBooks. Items are things you can use on use on invoices, and you can use them on bills. Credit memos. Items are basically either ways to track service, different types of service you offer, or products. Items are attached to income accounts and or expense accounts, and one item can be used in both areas. When you buy it, you may sell it. So you can look at the expense of an item and the income. I'm here at the drop-down menu at top. Lists, item lists. And I do have one in here already. I'll make this bigger. I just have this window. I'll make it bigger. My company service. Later videos I will show these items being put into an invoice. Now, I've already made one, but I'll see about making another one. So, for example, I have my company service. I put a number to it, 01. It is a service, and it goes to an account for income called sales. I have another video on the chart of accounts if you want to watch that as well. I have a default price of 20 per unit. I'm going to make a new one. So I go down to the lower left, new, and I'm going to have another. It prompts you to this right away. I'm not going to do items like products right now. I'm going to stick with service. I'm going to choose service again. Now, my other one was 01. I'm going to name or number this one as it says, item, name, or number. I'm going to say 015. Pretty much because I'm going to have this one be like a 50% off, or just consider it half price. You could name it 02. It's just your preference. It's not a sub-item of anything, so we'll not be checking that. Now if I'm just using this as income, I don't have to do much more except choose this account, and I look for income. Sometimes my computer acts up. So I'm back here, making this item, and you have to attach an account. And generally they're for invoices. So I have one, if you look here, income. I just have one income account. I call it generally sales, and my company service. Your description will fit the best you can to your service. My last one was $20, so I might feel the need to have an item that I might do $10. I hit 10, I click off it. My settings are set to automatically add a decimal point and 2 zeros. So I do not have to add that. But if I wanted it to be 1050, I would go 10.5. And it's 1050. 10. And I will repeat a lot of the stuff throughout different videos to help out. For example, if for some reason the rate for the service, you needed to factor a few variables, like, as you can see the $10 there. If I go 10 plus 5, and I tab away, or I click away, now it's 15. My point is you can do math right in a lot of the cells where you put numbers. So this item would be saved. I would hit OK, and we'll have another item. And again, later videos I will show you how to apply this on an invoice. So, but for the sake of showing you this, this service is used in assemblies or is performed by a subcontractor or partner. That really doesn't apply, but I know this. You click this, and you get another box up. We already have sales information. Now there's purchase, meaning this item can be used on a bill, or when you write a check. If you enter an expense as a bill first, you would do it there. And I can put the description here again, and I can put the cost. Like if this is $5, I put $5. Now we're sticking with service, so this doesn't apply as much. Assuming this was a part, I would choose an expense, and it's not set up in my chart of accounts yet, but it would be some kind of an expense, would probably be cost of goods. Cost of goods is an expense account that's specifically related to the product or service you do. And it's usually a 50,000 series, a 5 number. And again, watch my video on chart of accounts, and I'll cover a lot of this repeatedly through my videos. I would choose that. I don't need to do the vendor if I don't want to. Now this item would be the exact same item, and again, you could look at the cost and the income from that one item. I'm not going to do it for this reason, for this purpose, because it is a service. So I'm just going to leave it as is and hit OK. So generally speaking, these are items. Now they're both service. So I'm going to create one more, make one more, and I'm going to call this a non-inventory part, just so I can show you a part. I'm going to name number this one part 1. Now I'm not going to pretend I have a manufacturer's part number if I were a company and buying it from someone, but my company will be part 1, and that's how it's displayed on the invoice. I will not take the time now to talk about unit of measure. Now again, we can click this and make this two things. I'm going to do it this time because this is a part. Now to jump back a moment, non-inventory part is a way to track things specifically with a part number or service name or number, but it doesn't increase or decrease an asset account for your inventory. Makes it a lot easier if you don't have need for inventory, but you want to track something again specifically. So we'll call it part 1, and it duplicates it over here. Now I'm not telling anyone how to run a business, but for the sake of showing something in QuickBooks I will. I'm just going to assume this part cost me $5, and I'm going to tab. I do not have a cost of goods, so I'm going to go ahead and show the quick creation of an account. Because I don't have an expense account I want to attach. I'm going to hit Add New, and Cost of Goods Sold. It's an expense account, but it's called Cost of Goods Sold. I use a 5-digit number, so I'm going to call it 50,000. Cost of goods sold. Parts cost of goods. Very general description. And my part 1. Now there's an account, an expense account, specifically cost of goods, that I can attach this to. I'm going to hit Save and Close. So now this expense, when this item, part 1, non-inventory part, is used on a bill, it will debit an expense account, 50,000. When I sell it on an invoice, I might want to mark it up. I'm just going to say double. So my cost is 5 times 2. I'm going to tab away, $10. I'm going to choose my income account. I only have one income account right now. We'll call it income. Sales. Now there's a non-inventory part, and this is an item. Again, items can be parts or service, income or expense. And by leaving this checked, I can see both sides. I got cut off there, but I'll finish this video now. So, part 1, it's a part, if this were a part my company was selling. Expense, expense account. Sales information goes to an income account. Now these prices can change, but they're just the default prices for the profile of this item, which is a non-inventory part, and I hit OK. I have 2 services, and I have 1 part. So I'll go ahead and wrap this video up. Went a little longer than I thought, but keep watching for more of my videos. Thank you.